Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. So today is Monday. It's our daily reading. I'm going to look at current situation and the energies around that. I'm going to use the Runic Tarot today to get a good idea. And keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles here. We'll get started. I hope everyone is well. It's Monday. Let's get a good start to this week. What are we looking forward to? Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Current situation. Page of Pentacles. Present influence is the Page of Wands. Future influence, Seven of Pentacles. That keeps coming up, so we're still working at what we're working at. What we don't see, King of Swords. Lots of court cards. What to look for. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, unexpected. Nine of Wands. I actually like that card because it just tells me that the work's paying off, you know. Challenge. Seven of Cups. God, choices. Strength. Five of Cups. Where does this lead? Six of Swords. Advice. Tell me about this Five of Cups and our strength. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. This is a little bit confusing. I'm not going to lie. This is like, when I see the Five of Cups in a strength, I'm like, what? But the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So there's a feeling that something's coming to an end, but it's definitely leading towards something better. I mean, and it might be in your head that you think something's coming to an end. But with yeah. Well, let's just do this because this is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna not lie. Page of Pentacles is in the current situation. So I feel like, again, it's weird to me because I have the Page of Pentacles in the current, and then the future influence is the Seven. So we're going back to something that has been pretty much a focus, and you've been really working hard at it. And I feel like it's taken, a lot of your energy. Now, I don't feel like you're running out of energy, especially with the Nine of Wands and the unexpected. But what I do feel like is this energy has kind of just been really important to you, like really in the forefront. Now, I've talked about things that we've been working on that aren't necessarily in the forefront. I feel like this is. And maybe it's starting to be in the forefront. Your current or your present influence, the energies that are influencing, is the Page of Wands. So I do feel like there is a feeling, this could be a message. I do believe that the pages do bring messages, absolutely. But I also kind of am under the impression or getting the feeling that this is, you really want to really get excited. Like you want that, like that energy of, I'm so excited. This is happening. I'm doing it. Anytime we have the pages, I'm thinking of young beginnings. curiosities, things that young people, really young people do, having that spark. And that's what this is. Like there's this, it's exciting. There's something that you feel like is really exciting happening here. Um, and with the future influence being the Seven of Pentacles, whatever this is, it's going to continue to take work. So, you got to keep after it. And there, and you just have to keep after it. So the King of Swords is in what we don't see. I feel like this is somebody, this is somebody that can influence whatever the situation is. So if it's work, it's someone that can influence that. It's also someone that could just be in your life that influences how you act, behave, the actions you take, things like that. And I feel like this in particular is that energy. I feel like it's definitely somebody though, and I feel like it's somebody positive. Even though it's a King of Swords, a lot of times I see the King of Swords as negative, but I do feel like it's someone positive that has a very analytical way of looking at things. And what you need to look for, so with this whole situation, if you are working on something, keep in mind we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the what to watch for. Again, it's to not get frustrated, to know that things are moving forward. They're moving forward slowly, and you need to watch that, like watch the progress. And things that are worth, making last don't necessarily last forever. I didn't mean that. Things that last don't necessarily happen quick. They take their time. And that's what I meant by last forever. If you want something to be retained, whether it's knowledge or new behaviors, or you're working, self-work, whatever, relationships, these things with the Knight of Pentacles remind us that sometimes when we just take our time and do things with intent and focus, that we get the most out of it. And I feel like that's what the energy is asking you to look for and keep an eye on, because that's what's going to really allow you to not get frustrated. The Nine of Wands is in the unexpected. So I feel like there's a part of you that is going to go, this is hard, man. Can I keep doing this? Can I keep doing this? And the Nine of Wands reminds us that we can. It is a card of feeling exhausted, but it's also a card of that second wind, that okay, I'm feeling it, but I got it, because the wands are all about energy. And when we look at the wands and we're getting towards the end, which is the 9, it is tiring, because when we take that fire energy and put it all towards something, it really can be exhausting. And I think what happens here is you've put a lot of energy in, but now you're at the pentacle stage where you're allowing things to settle, to take root, to become more. And I think that's what's important about the future influence being the 7 of Pentacles. You will keep working on this. You will keep doing it. And that 9 of Wands actually tells us the same thing. Now, with our challenge is the 7 of Cups. So there's something here that's going to also give you choices, that it actually ends up being a challenge because you didn't expect to have them. So it's an unexpected, well, now I can do this, this, or this. And I can, and that's why it's a challenge. It's not a bad thing. It's just you didn't expect it. And being that it was unexpected has brought in that, dang, now what? Because sometimes when we have choices, it's hard, because then we have to say no to something and say yes to something. So, or say no to several things and then say yes to one thing. I feel like, though, to keep in mind, if this is the case, I feel like And my kitty's coming in to say hi. Um, she may be boisterous, by the way. Um, it's saying that, it's good. It's good that you have choices, even if it's hard. Um, because the more choices we have available to us, we're not just stuck on one path. And I think that's really important. The Five of Cups is in the Strength, and it was clarified with the Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. So I feel like there has been a disappointment that leads to something stronger. So while this is a hard one as a strength to me, anytime I see the Five of Cups as a strength, I'm thinking, how could disappointment be a strength? Well, let's say we're disappointed about something, but that disappointment brings us something better because we don't have one thing happening, it makes room for something else. So if a disappointment comes in, I would definitely look at it from a different perspective. What is that leaving room for? What can I do now? I've got this disappointment, but when I have this kind of clarification, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, it's telling me that this disappointment could lead to something really great, a really great relationship that has a lot of passion in it, and it feels true. The Ace of Swords to me sometimes has that feeling of truth, clarity, truth, feels good. I mean, this energy feels really good. So I feel like if that Five of Cups is in the positive, if a disappointment comes, look at where it leads. What doors are opening because of it? So keep that in mind. The Six of Swords is where this leads, and it means that you're going to understand that you need to move forward. And this disappointment is that key to this. I feel like the Five of Cups is the key to the Six of Swords. It's saying, okay, well, son of a gun, I'm going to go on to something better. And I feel like if it's a relationship, this is the something better. If it's a job, this would be someone that would be able to help you with that. So there is something out there that you don't see right now. So be careful to not let yourself go down a rabbit hole if you are disappointed about something, because it's going to lead to something better. You're going to know that you can move forward. And the Six of Wands, I said, well, where after this? Because that Five of Cups had me a little bit wonky. It's knowing that you're going to lead to something with greater understanding, greater recognition. I feel like it actually says that if it's a relationship, this person will really, you will ignite something in them. They will ignite something in you, but they will, if it's job, same thing. It's got an ignition type feeling, like it sparks a fire, it feels very promising. I really feel like that's the case here with the Six of Wands. I mean, even the Six of Swords, sixes are overall good cards. They're positive. They're mini completions in the minor. Our 3 6s and 9s are all mini completions, and you've got those. You got sixes and you've got the 9 up there, and then you have the aces clarifying that Five of Cups, which to me says a lot. And those choices, man, that's hard. So the moon is in our advice. So I think this also can be related to that Five of Cups energy. The moon casts shadows, so we don't always see things as for what they really are. So be careful to take something too literal unless you are 100% that that's what it is. So don't try to understand something that you don't understand. In other words, don't put words in people's mouths. Don't assume. In my when I look at that kind of energy, what I always give an example is, You're at the office. You hear your name. People are talking about you. You just know it. Like, you actually hear someone use your name and you're like, what the hell? Like, it doesn't feel good. It feels like people are talking about you. Well, then you find out they're planning a surprise party for you. So you think it's negative, but it's really not negative. So the moon reminds us when it's in advice to don't assume that you know what's actually happening until you actually know what's happening. So if there is some kind of energy that disappoints you, don't take too much stock in it. Either find out what that really is about, like ask for clarity, ask, speak up, speak your mind, or let it go and see what comes out of it. Don't assume. And I think that's huge here, especially with that 5 of cups there. So I think that's what the 10 of swords is at the bottom of the deck, that it feels like an overall energy is ending, but I feel like what it is clarity. Like there's something that you're disappointed about, but you're gonna that's gonna be cleared, and that is the energy that's ending here. Because to me, where this leads is too good to be like an ending that's a disappointment, a true disappointment. Again, disappointment being in the strength. So and what's weird is we have the Queen of Swords after the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which goes hand in hand with that 5, or that King here, the King of Swords, and what we don't see. So anyway, I think it's an overall good reading. I think the biggest message out of this reading is to understand before you jump to any conclusions on your own. Make sure that you understand the whole situation. So there you go. There you have it for your daily reading. Please hit the like button. Give me a comment. I appreciate everything. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.